He has risen. He, Jesus, him, yeah, him, risen. Shout out to B Clovey Co for the T. Shout out my boy O. Go follow on Instagram at B Holy period Co on the gram. Go copy one. Go copy one of these. He is risen. Matthew 28:6. You know what I'm saying? Go copy one, man. But yeah, like comment, subscribe to the channel. We got to talk about Trevor, not Trevor Henderson, but Mike Green versus Devin ezeiruaku. Who would you pick? In day one of the Commanders OTAs, has they returned to start their offseason training program? Let's talk about Deebo Samuel and Jaden Daniels for the first time. All that. Got a lot to talk about today's video. So let's roll the intro and let's get started right about now. Welcome back to PSN Command of the Protest Boys. Now, your boy Tom, aka Tech. Back on the video, man. If I get to a glory to God, for God's right now, God's open doors and pay way for all people. The Lord thank permit today's video. I'm here out the Washington Commanders, as well as the rest of the National Football League. If I get too far into it, quick verse of the day. This is from y'all probably know this one very, very, very vividly. We got this one. Got this one real quick. I try to find it. Matthew 16:26 says, "Follow. What good will it be for someone to gain the whole world yet forfeit their soul? Or what can anyone give in exchange for their soul? Don't sell your soul. Basically, just don't do that. It's weird. That's weird people activity. Don't do that. Let's get right into the video. So, and we're going to talk about some interesting things. I don't know why I can't find them. I don't know why John Connor doesn't have him. Shoot. I can't find anything. Yeah. So day one of the OTAs has happened. You probably saw at the beginning of the video. Jay and Danny run to the joint. Everyone's back for the first day of OTAs. We see Deebo Samuel. We see guys like Jerzon Newton, Jeremy Reeves, Tress Way, all the newcomers, Javon Kinlaw, Northeast DC native coming back to his hometown to rep his home team and play for his home team in the Washington, formerly known Redskins, now Commanders. We'll get to see a lot of guys enter. Jaden Daniels running like I'm back! And he was excited. And it's just good to see these guys back, man. After the NFC Championship appearance and the way the season ended, it ended pretty bad. But at the same token, they got to an NFC Championship game for the first time since the 91 season. So very long time since they've been to an NFC Championship game, 34 years. Longer than my lifespan at 31, by the turn 32. So it's a beautiful thing to see. And I'm happy these guys are back. And the number one thing I want to take from OTA is everyone stay healthy for one, and number two, I want to see how Deebo and Jaden's connection could get going. Through reps and passes and stuff like that. As the offseason kind of ramps up, offseason training program get to ramp up, and we get to mini camps and all that type of stuff, and eventually even training camp in July. So I'm excited. It's already kind of summery outside, so it feels like it's training camp, but it's really just OTAs, which is kind of crazy, right? But I'm excited to see how this team can mesh and things of that nature, and how the new draft picks will integrate themselves into this team. How would guys like Dominic Hampton look in year two? How do guys like Ben Sinnott look in year two? How does a guy like Brandon Coleman look from left tackle to probably right tackle? There's a lot of question marks, but it's a lot of good questions better than bad questions, I'd rather know if Brandon Coleman's a good right tackle or not than who's my quarterback, right? I'd rather know is Deebo Samuel washed or Is Terry McLaurin not the guy we thought he was? You know what I'm saying? Like, those are bigger questions. These are smaller questions that we want answered, and we're excited about those questions to be answered throughout the offseason programs as well as training camp going into the 2025 NFL season. Like these guys just reported, kind of, worked out a little bit, and then didn't do too much. Might did some on field work. We did see Deebo Samuel's locker for the first time. Deebo Samuel Sr., that number 1 in that Commanders burgundy and gold. Welcome, Deebo Samuel, officially, as you are here in the DMV. I saw a post at Grandeur VA. Lost 10 bands on a coin toss or something. That's just hilarious. It's like Deebo is happy here. I'm very happy he's integrated with the DMV area, and I wish him well. I wasn't a big fan of his game. I think he's more of a gadget player, but if AP traded for him, it means he trusts him and trusts his abilities to do good things. So I'm excited, man. I'm excited. So get excited for day 1 of OTAs as they continue to kind of ramp up this offseason training program. And I think with the draft coming up on Thursday, we'll have a couple of new pieces to the puzzle that can help us, contend for a championship. Now, my main thing I want to talk about today was Devin Ezeiruaku versus Mike Green. I know a lot of people prefer Ezeiruaku. I know a lot of people prefer Green. We'll talk about statistics and stuff like that, and kind of compare to 2 edge rushers, and I'll give you my preference and why. A lot of people got Mike Green as a top 15 pick in the draft. I know he had kind of have a kind of had a couple of, like, not as runners with the law, but he had like a couple of like domestic things that I had going on. So I don't know what's going on with that. I think he's fine now, so that shouldn't be in the way of anybody taking him in the first round of Thursday's draft. But we'll talk about both of these guys' draft profiles, and what does it mean for well, not what does it mean, but who would I prefer? Because I think that's very, 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 very important. Who do you prefer in the comment section? I want you to comment down below as well. These 2 guys are very good edge rushers, by the way. Very good edge rushers. And I'm excited to really see who's going to be a better player at the next level. Is it going to be Mike Green? Is it going to be a guy like Donovan Ezeiruaku? This is going to be interesting. I'm trying to find the info real quick. Actually, let me go ahead and give me 1 second. I'll be right back so I can. Let's start with Mike Green's draft profile. Let's start with him, and we'll talk Donovan Ezeiruaku later on, and then we'll go ahead and give you my preference, and I'll give you why my preference is that way. So let's go ahead and do that first. So let's get his. This is Mike Green. This is Mike Green from Williamsburg, Virginia, so not too far from here. Kind of not homegrown in a way, but not too far from the DMV area. He is 6'3", 251 pounds. Prospect grade 6.46, which means will become a good starter within 2 years. The grade is 83, which is good. Arm length is 32 inches. Paws, hands are 8.5 inches. Paws. I gotta say paws on all these things, bro. So I'm not about to. Anybody here with no wild jokes in the comment section. I don't got time for that. I don't got time for that immature foolishness. So production score is 77. He had 17 sacks this past season. We'll talk about that in a second. Athletic score is 88. That's extremely high. First among any DNs. The production score is 8th among edge rushers and DNs, and then the total score is 3rd among DNs. Did not run a 40. Interesting. Okay. So now we had to look at the statistics now because he didn't run a 40. So I can't hear no tangible numbers outside the shuttle, but I wanted the 40 attached to the name, but that's fine. So here it's 6'4", 248. So like he gained a couple pounds for the combine. Let's see what the stats were on this year for this young man. And the rest is college career for that matter. So, only 1 true year of good production here, though. That's a little worrisome. We have 4 tackles, a UVA, a sack, transfer to Marshall, and 43 total tackles, 21 assisted, 4.5 sacks, and a forced fumble. This past season, 3 forced fumbles, 17 sacks in year 3. I guess he's out in 2022 with an injury. I'm taking a guess, or he wasn't eligible to play or something. I don't know what 2022 happened there, but it was no 2022 anything. 17 sacks for two pass breakups, 43 assisted tackles, for 38 solo, and 81 total tackles this year for Mike Green. So that's Mike Green's profile there. And let's look at Donovan ezeiruaku's draft prospect profile real quick, and we'll see what I like about what I don't like about it. I didn't look at strengths and weaknesses. I probably should have looked at that with Mike Green. But I kind of know what strengths and weaknesses are. 6'2.5", 250 pounds estimated, 248 pounds, 34-inch arm, 9 1/4 hand size. Pause. Production scores 87, so second among DN, so right above a guy like Mike Green. Athletic score among defensive ends and edge rushers, so a little lower than Mike Green there. And then total score second, which is above Mike Green. No 40-yard dash here either, but Brady 5.5 vertical jump, 9.11 broad jump, 6.94 in a Bree cone drill. 20-yard shuttle is 4.19 seconds. And then bench press was 22 reps at 2.25. Player bio real quick. Played 10 games as a reserve. 21 tackles, 4 tackles for loss, and 3 sacks. Second team all ACC in 2022 with 14.5 TFLs, 8.5 sacks, 3 forced fumbles. Led a team with 2 forced fumbles. Tied for the team lead in 2 sacks in 2023. Started 13 games. I had 6.5 TFLs and a PBU and 53 tackles. Must not play as much. Won the Tim Hendricks Award as top DN. First team AP All American. ACC Defensive Player of the Year. First team All ACC. Ranked second in the FBS with 16.5 sacks. Third with 20.5 tackles for loss. 3 forced fumbles in 12 games. God dang. What? 8 tackles in the PBU. Golly, what in the hell? Sheesh. Round 1. Yannick Ndakwe. He looks like Yannick Ndakwe. Strengths, real quick. Smooth hips. Pause with easy change in direction space. Long arms. Pause. Great blocker with forceful punch in the chest. Slips quickly past blocks and makes plays in the backfield. He uses agility, recognition, athleticism to pile up tackles. Rushes with consistent forward lean and active hands. Pause. Bend to sink under the punch and the corner, the arc like tightly. Super pause. I don't like reading this. Make sudden alteration to his rush track using inside out Euro step. My man, Euro step in the football? That's crazy. That's crazy work. Weaknesses: works under the block and loses contain, gets engulfed by size. Pause. When blockers get into him, super pause. Lack of tackles helps to wear down his rush energy. Lacks bull rush power to collapse tackles into pockets. Rush plan needs more time to develop in diversity and average pursuit speed and closing burst. All right, so this is what his stats look like real quick, and then we will talk about who I prefer and we'll go and wrap up the video. So, 6'2", 247 from Williamstown, New Jersey. Jersey in the house. Jersey in the house. Let's see what it's hitting on, cuz. So he got another productive season on. Okay, he played 4 years, 2 sacks his first season, 7.5 sacks next year, 2 sacks, been 16.5, which is the breakout season this past season. And how old is he? Doesn't say. I think he's like 22. So yeah. Between these two guys, I would prefer Donovan ezeiruaku a little bit. Actually a lot. He has another productive season on his belt that Mike Green doesn't have. I don't know what the hell happened in 2022 with Mike Green. I see the end of injury or something. If that's the case, that's a dock on him. And also, it seemed like Donovan's a little bit more polished. Actually, a lot more polished at edge rusher than a Mike Green. So I'm gonna go with Donovan ezeiruaku in this one. If the pick was at 29 and we had both of these guys, I would take Donovan over Mike. But what are your thoughts on this one? Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. I love you guys with the love of Christ. Ultimately, not most athletic, talented sport choice. Once you put God first and have good sportsmanship, you will always overcome like a talent, athleticism through hard dedication, man. Pro tip for yourself. Always have a good one, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Draft party this Thursday at District Sports Bar at 7:30 p.m. 900 Florida Avenue Northwest. Come catch me and come pull up on me. Peace.